In question 5, it says, one, I noticed that Easter fell on April 1st in 2018, April 21st in 2019, in April 12th in 2020, in April 4th in 2021. She conjectured that Easter always follows in the first 22 days in April. Find a counterexample. Well, if we look at her school calendar this year, you notice that Easter falls on March 31st. And if you go back a few years, it fell on March 27th in 2016. So this year we're going to have a little bit more school after Easter break than coming straight back and just hitting it towards the end. There is a rule about when Easter is. I forgot what that is, but I'm sure you can look it up on the internet. It has to do with the moon and the dates of Passover. And you can actually look at when Easter is for the next 100 years if you want to. Now, if we take a look at questions 6 through 8, we have what these are called triangular numbers. So my first number, notice, just count the dots. There's 1 in my first triangular number. There's 3 in my second triangular number. If I count my triangular numbers in my third, there's 3, 5, and 6. And then if we look at, here's 1, 3, 6, and 10. And that kind of leads us into question 7. What's the pattern? Well, there are multiple correct answers. To me, what I see here is I'm adding 1 dot to the left and 1 dot to the right of my previous one. So in other words, if I take a look at my third one, it's kind of hard to see for the first two. I see 1 dot to the left. But if I take my second one, I add 1 dot to the left, 1 dot to the right, and then I fill that in. Okay? The other way you could look at it is say, oh, I'm just adding 1 more row of dots each time. Or you could look at it, I'm adding 1 more side of my dots each time. That is, you could look at it that way because they show up there, no matter how you do it. We also could go to the left and it really wouldn't matter. But that's why I said there's multiple correct ones. So if I add a row to 10, notice I'm adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's why my next number is 15. And my next triangular number, I add 2, 4, 6 on that. So I am adding 6. You could even say you're adding 1 more each time. So for example, from 1 to 3, you're adding 2, aren't you? From 3 to 6, we're adding 3. From 6 to 10, we're adding 4. From 10 to 15, we're adding 5, and we're adding 6. So that's another way you could have answered question number 7. There is more than one correct way to do this.